Hi everyone, it's Carolyn, and I have another channeled message from the LightKeepers. This one is on the spiritual awakening journey. For those of you who are going through the process, you'll probably really relate to this. For those of you who don't know if you are or aren't, you'll certainly get some takeaways. So before I get started on reading that, down below I have a link that is offering you a video on flow to offer you the opportunity to put together a package of I guess, activities that I have brought together for my distance energy healing business, all on how to establish flow in your body for health and well-being. I believe it's the foundation of good living, of healthy living, and I'm offering that to you below. So with that, I'm going to get going on the channel. I'm going to give you my takeaways and a little bit of my experience, and then you are able to go ahead and think about it for yourself as always. All right. It is with the awakening that you truly become all you can be. It is a time in a person's life where one sheds the unbeliefs, those untruths that have been taught and accepted across a lifetime. There's a deep knowing within as the new knowing replaces the old beliefs of which one has clung. Often there is a discomfort in awakening. The discomfort felt is the dissonance between the old knowing and the new knowing of what truly is. With this discomfort comes unbalance, and deep within you begin to become aware of this discomfort, one with which you cannot live. It is with this search of knowing and finding and learning of all of who you are that you discover more than you ever knew. It is a process, a true process, uncontrolled by you, but that includes all of you, one in which you cannot stop, nor would you want to if you could. Although you will see times of great uncertainty, it is with this that you find your way. The difficulties in life that come your way as you feel the discomfort, the unbalance of what you do not desire in life, will come your way to open your heart and your eyes to become the person that you were meant to be, to live truly the way you always knew deep inside that you were meant to live. For you will see before you a pathway that will take you beyond more than you would have imagined, shedding yourself from the untruths of this life, of this world, and what you have been taught of what is untrue or what is not real. And within this you will have shocking revelations about the world in which you have lived. And once you begin unfolding these experiences, you begin to see that you have been living in unreality. You then begin to enter this new time of a new reality, one that has always existed but which you were unconscious. You now become conscious of the joy, laughter, and love that is meant for you in this lifetime, not the worry, fear, and self-worth issues that have been your burden all along. You begin to awake through feelings, new thoughts, and support from all around. You begin to connect in ways you would never imagine. Your inner intuitive knowing comes to the forefront, and it somehow feels comfortable as though you have always known. This does not mean that every experience will be beautiful, but to uncover the true beauty of the experience and of who you are, you must go through the difficulties to awaken you into what you do not want, what is not, and what is of true reality. It is with the awakening you will find yourself again, for it is ultimately a deeply personal and joyous journey, and one that will never let you down. Even though you move through trials and tribulations, it is with this that you see who you're truly meant to be, who you truly are. This is what the awakening provides, an open door to moving through the pathway to find the essence of the true you and the meaning of your life. Words do not express the process that one goes through when one awakens. It is as though you have been given the keys to the prison in which you have locked yourself within, in which all of humankind has been locked in for eons, because we have forgotten who we are. But it is with this that the awakening can come at any time in one's life, often through a traumatic event, a series of events that have shaken one to their core. It is here you will find the awakening beginning. You will know it is the deepest part of your being. Watch for the signs, feel the change, notice the dissonance, and follow the path that is being laid out in front of you. Pay attention, be aware, listen to your inner self, for this is who you truly are. And when you recover who you truly are, you will live more with joy, laughter, and kindness than you can ever imagine possible. So there's your channel. And, as I first transcribed this, I was like, wow, this really kind of is like a timeline for the journey of spiritual awakening. And I've mentioned before, I went through a warp speed awakening, so I moved very fast through the process, and I'm feeling I'm far through it, but we still continue to have changes. But I have had my dark night of the soul, and though the earlier stages of my journey speak very much to how they start this whole channel out, which is starting to see the unreality of things around you and how you're, not trusting what you're hearing or reading in the news, how you're starting to see the world differently, and that maybe what you've clung to for so long isn't really real, and that's hard. My journey for that part started in 2010. So I really started my awakening in 2010. Didn't have any clue, but I was delving into, literally all the time, like, why did 9/11 happen? Why did, all these, kind of conspiracy stuff, but just the bigger events in the world and trying to understand these and understanding life, stuff I never was involved in before. Getting kind of active politically in certain ways that I, fully believed in, and maybe was never active before. So like 2010 to 2015 was a huge journey of just those stepping stones being laid, like they talk in the very first part of this, the setting of the stage for the full-blown awakening. And oftentimes, as we know, those of you who've experienced this, your dark night of the soul shows up. And that's when something difficult in life can come your way. Sometimes it can be something tremendously joyous as well within that journey that can open you up. But you mostly hear people having difficult times. Needless to say, that then starts that next series that they talk about, which is, this is where all the beauty shows up. And I'm actually in that stage now where getting past the difficulty, which was the death of my partner from glioblastoma brain cancer, coming through that and realizing, oh my gosh, what is out there for all of us as we journey through the awakening, as difficult as it can be. So I thought this was one of the most amazing explanations of spiritual awakening, because it really kind of takes you through the process, and then ultimately, you continue learning as we go through this and really seeing the awakening for what it is. So all of you are at different stages, and some of you will resonate with all of this, maybe just parts of it, and you'll just kind of know now what to expect in the rest of your journey to a degree. So I hope you've enjoyed this channeled message from the Light Keepers today, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.